This year's Christmas was one of its kind for me. I mean, not 2024 Christmas celebrations in the village in Gopala. In fact, there were so many highlights of these holidays. I went for weddings, funerals, met people, met friends, met even new friends. In fact, I'm still yet to come over the festive mood. Up till now, I still feel like still enjoying all the merriments. This year's Christmas was different. You know, waking up in the morning and there's always a family to visit, or a family to visit you, or somewhere to go to, or somewhere to drive to. This is the first time I have traveled and I had so much liberties to drive around almost half of the communities in Ngokba, the local government, and tripping to Owerri and back. Yeah, I drove myself, and that also gave me a lot of liberties to discover, explore, and get to meet people and get to know places. And soon it was time to go. One thing with Christmas travel is no matter how long you stay, it appears as if you just started. Before you know it, it's time to go. Before you know it, once we get to January 1, whoosh, holiday agula. You know, you begin to pack your bags, you begin to shop to buy things that you need to travel with, gario, plantaino, and all the imirikiti that you need to live with till you come back home again, you know. And well, it was time to go, time to go. It was time to go. Yes, whenever I am traveling, we actually leave very early. It's better to leave early so that you boycott the hold-ups, the checkpoints. Even though no matter the time you come out, you still meet checkpoints. I had to wake my father up because it was still very early in the morning. It was around 6 a.m. I woke daddy up to say prayers for me, to bless me, and to wish me well. It's not always easy for me living in the mornings like this so early. And actually, before leaving, I would have prepared myself everything that I need. Everything, I mean everything, including water, food, drinks. They will all be in the car, so I don't have to buy anything on the road. You know, bidding farewell to my little cousins was another moment that got me so emotional. These children kept me so warm in the village, you know. They also came back for Christmas, and one of them became my allies. Ella became my friend, and I had to tell them farewell. I had to tell everyone farewell. This is me driving off my father's compound, or let's say my grandfather's compound, leaving my village to hit the road. Usually, it wasn't easy for a lot of people to come back home for Christmas. The reason is not far-fetched. The cost of transportation is very expensive. Even to fuel a car is very expensive. You know what? I devised a means. I got to my village junction and picked passengers. Yes, I picked 3 guys going to Owerri. How much is Owerri? Owerri na 2,000 naira. They were shocked. Yes, a woman. I told them I'm actually traveling and I'm going to drive through Owerri. So join me, pay, and I drop you over to Owerri. Isn't that a smart one? Now, so I pick these guys, and you know, they were actually impressed that I could have that kind of mindset. Yes, they paid me to drive them to Owerri. At least that money reached me. Use buy okpa for road, and now I use and buy. Okay, I got to after dropping them off at Owerri. My mind was that there was no way I was going to drive empty. You know, just I were only 2 in the car and a lot of spaces in the car. So why would I drive empty? when I can actually pick more people and they pay, and I use it to fuel my car. And that was exactly what I did. When I drove all through from Onitsha, Owerri Road to Asaba, I parked. One of the things that actually makes this journey very hectic, apart from the exhaustion, physical exhaustion, because you use your energy to drive, is the checkpoints. So in order to mitigate the feelings of this exhaustion, I dance as I drive. I play my music. I rock as I drive. It makes me ecstatic. It makes me happy. It makes me enjoy the driving. It makes me tolerate the bad roads. Yes, it makes me tolerate the nonsense I see on the road. And fortunately, ever since I began driving myself on the highway, I have never been harassed by security operatives, both the soldiers, both the policemen. Rather, they get really, really enthused that a woman could dare the highway. At least women now, women they fly aircraft now. So driving a car is not a big deal. I don't know why a lot of people see that as a big deal that a woman should drive. I mean, as I said earlier, it has nothing to really do with gender. Okay, flying through the second Niger bridge is another thing that makes me very ecstatic. Traveling on the highway to Imo State, because if you're going to Imo State, you're going to be on the second Niger bridge and not the first bridge. I enjoy driving on this bridge because it is potholeless, no ditch, so smooth. In fact, when driving on this road, I hit it at 120, 140 kilometers per hour. I speed all through and I enjoy it. Like, I feel as if I'm in heaven, as if I'm going to be, if the road is so harmless, nothing can go wrong. This is one of the projects the Southeasterners should really thank the ex-president for. He really did us well. This second Niger bridge is superb. If you've not applied this, the beautiful thing about traveling, interstate travels, is that you get to meet a lot of traders and a lot of items to buy. Not that you don't get these items at your station, but then there's a different kind of feeling that it gives, that you are traveling and you're seeing things you should buy. For instance, look at these onions that has become gold in Nigeria. You must be very wealthy to buy onions. I think I got it cheaper. I came here, this is a $1. I bought plantain. Cheap. Well, I can say it's cheap because in Ibadan here where I stay, I don't remember buying plantain the way I bought it here at a $1. Okay, I came out looking for passengers at Head Bridge at Sabah because I had dropped off those that I picked at Owerri. I had dropped them and I'm here at Asaba. How do I go empty? So I came down looking for passengers. Some of the motor park guys assisted me, and imagine the ridiculous amount they were asking me to give to them. I should give them 5,000 naira. How much did I charge? How much? In fact, I helped these guys. I picked 3 persons at a giveaway price. I mean, they were stranded. They needed assistance. So I started to assist. And these guys were insisting I must settle them. Settle you with what? I told them to get down from my car. Well, after so much back and forth, they threatened to break my glass. They said I should leave the place in my own car. Well, for the sake of peace, the guys I wanted to help paid, and voila, we hit the road. We hit from Asaba, Benin bypass, or a Benin highway. The roads are not smiling. The Nigerian highways are deplorable. Oh Lord. It takes grace. It is not how well you can drive that gives you a safe trip. No, it's not how well. It is grace, because Even when you are good at driving, even when you are very careful at driving, believe me, you can never be careful enough. The roads are not funny. From one state to the other, there are a lot of issues. You could see a smooth road and then you step down on your throttle to give the journey what it should be, and then you find a pothole, you find a ditch at the middle of the road. What do? This is Ijebu-Ode Road. You see this road? People stay here for hours. We were here for 2 hours. The road, both left and both right, are so bad. In fact, I don't know if there's any other road to ply to the east from the west if you do not ply this road. This road is supposed to be banned. It's supposed to be blocked for commuting. It's not good for the cars. It's not good for anyone at all. In fact, because of how deplorable the road has become, it has created brisk business and brisk markets for traders. Those who sell bottled water, drinks, plantain chips, and all that on this road. You see trucks on this road. Imagine driving beside the trucks. Imagine the type of risk Nigerians get exposed to on the deplorable roads. Trucks sometimes fall off because the roads are bad. Well, I got Ijebu, dropped off my passengers at Ijebu because they were heading to Lagos. I decided to visit my sister and family in Ijebu-Ode. I miss them so much. We usually travel together, but this year, a lot of things came up for them. They couldn't join us in the village, so I drove all alone. Usually we drive in a convoy, but this year, I went alone and I missed them. So on my way back, after dropping off my passengers who were Lagos bound, I dropped them at Ijebu-Ode. I decided to visit my cuties. Oh, wow, it was a beautiful reunion for us all. Look at me, so exhausted. I have driven from 6 a.m. This time was 5 p.m. I came to Ijebu-Ode 5 p.m. I didn't have any car spoilage, no car breakage, no form of delay, but then the roads were bad. And we had to leave back to Ibadan. From Ibadan to Ijebu-Ode on a normal speed level is 2 hours journey, is a 2 hour trip, and leaving by 5 made it so dangerous for me to drive. But I had to go. I got Ibadan so late. With the holidays over, work begins. You know, I am a librarian, I am a digital storyteller, so I visited the e-library. This is the e-library of the Dominican University where I work. So I went to look at the library after being away for almost 3 weeks to see what's up, and then back to the Prince Library to also look around and see all that has been happening, to look at our books, our esteemed students, the circulation desk, the stack room, to check our cataloging system. You know, it was a pleasure. It was welcoming to be in this place again after a long break. This is the Prince Library, and these books are the reference materials we have around. See, from a travel warrior to a librarian to an office woman, either way.